from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, there are so many storylines leading into this game today. Alabama wants redemption after an embarrassing performance in the Rose Bowl against Indiana last year. The Hoosiers revamped after that national championship run. Who will showcase that they are the team to beat here early in this 2026 season? Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Direct snap. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, because the guys up front.
Maybe a crease. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and they're a touch early in this football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Gives it on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Crosses the 30. Got a little grass. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. The big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Keelan Russell. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Working that left side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Beebe. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go with a direct snap. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for space. It's Richard. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop. From the gun to give, looking for room. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing Russell. Pocket breaking down. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Extending the play. Had to get rid of it quickly.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. To throw, it's Hoover. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They go play action with Russell. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Russell. Right on target this time. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Grabs it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this team's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Russell from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He's got... Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keelan Russell. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Indiana. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Russell. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Russell going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Quarterback keep. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down at the 29 after he